guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rena. If you're new here, then welcome. Today we're gonna do a Projectpan update. I saw so many of my favorite YouTubers who did start a Projectpan all giving their updates, and I was quite hesitating because it wasn't so good. There's a lot of changes in my updates, but I'm definitely gonna keep doing it. No matter what, if I had a fail, then that's just gonna be the results, but I think it's good for me to keep on going and keep on recording and let you guys know. I can't break my promises, which I've already had that flag there from the start of the year. So I'll leave the intro somewhere. You can have a look, see what I've put in this time. And while I'm gathering all the things for today, I just dropped the whole box in one of my eyeshadows here from the Maybelline Lemonade Craze palette, completely shattered. So yeah, it's one of my favorite shades, Sugar Coated. I like this shade so much. I can't believe this is the one that shattered. I'm more than happy as some other shades, you know, they completely broken and I can easily just chuck them away. Anyway, that's just the reality and that's just clumsy me. Let's just dive into it and see how I've achieved over the last 3 months. If you like today's video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribe down below. Without further ado, let's just dive into it. Starting with the primer, I did put 2 primers originally. One is the W7 Prime and Glow, the other one is the Flower Beauty In Your Prime Hydrating Primer. I did not use this one at all, so I'm gonna keep this out of the project panning for this year because I know I won't be able to use it up. So I'm gonna solely concentrate on finishing the W7 Prime and Glow. I'll insert a photo from the last time to today. I do think there's a huge increase of the pan, which I'm super excited. Excuse if it's got a little bit dirty. That's what happens where it's in a pan, sort of compact. It's just not so hygiene, but I only use it on myself, so I don't mind it. I really enjoy this and I'm so having a high hope of finishes by the end of the year. But I also put in another primer. I know this is overkill, but this primer is need to go out of the collection by the end of the year, so just put it in here, use it as much as I can. This is actually a Japanese brand, Sofina Prima Vista and Long Keep Base UV primers, got SPF 25 PA++. I had this one in my collection for a little while, and when I did my primer collection video, I realized, oh, this has been there for a while to the point I need to get rid of it by the end of this year. So I'll use it as much as I can. It contains SPF, which I don't rely on solely these days, but I used to just rely on this. I know it was bad, wasn't it? But yeah, I'll just try to keep it, use it out as much as I can. It's supposed to be a oil control primer, but I found I reached this a lot more when I just wanted that sort of UV SPF there. And then to the base product, I've got 2 foundations here. One is the YSL Stick Foundation, the other one is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I actually weighed this one and I found I've used up 1 gram over the 3 months, which I'm really happy about because I wasn't reaching this that frequently. And I just recently received a cushion compact from Yes Style that I want to pump some of this into that cushion compact to help me use it up a little bit more, because I can use this as a touch-up product once it's into the compact. I do really like this one. It gives a longevity on the day when it's really hot, or I want to make sure my foundation looks flawless throughout the day, even if it's sweating or, you know, running errands, all that sort of stuff. This is the one to go for. So I don't know if I'll repurchase because I have a lot, but I really enjoy using it and I'm so glad I put it into my project pan. And I have a high hope to use a lot of it, maybe not completely finishing it though. The other one is the YSL Stick Foundation. I've got in shade BD20. I don't know if you can see a difference in terms of the length because I forgot to measure it. I did weight it this time, so we're just gonna see the weight change in the next update. But if I scroll it all the way back, you can tell there's a little bit of used up. I actually use it quite a lot on the days when I'm testing primers, when I'm testing like setting powders, all that sort of stuff. I did use this a lot. I pretty much go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straps on my face every time when I use it, sometimes even build it up a little bit, and I don't think I used as much as I thought. So I'm impressed by how they like densely compact all the product here together, because with my Lancome one, the one I really enjoyed, that one just used up so quick. I'm not complaining, but I just thought it would be the same, but this one's actually to my surprise, I thought I had a better progress. But we'll keep on going on this one and see how I go in the next 3 months time. As for concealers, I've got 2 over here, and I don't think any of these is giving a visual difference. And I forgot to scale them last time, so I'll show you. The first is the Model's Own Flawless Concealer Palette in the shade Light 01. Very moisturizing concealer, really enjoyed it. I sort of used all the shades, to be honest, just depends on what I'm covering, and I don't think this dent is making difference, but if you look sideways, I think around where it hit the pan, it's getting a little bit thinner, maybe. Maybe it's just me making it up, but I really enjoyed this though, although I don't see a difference. Like, I'm trying to show progress here and there's no progress. I did use it a lot, particularly during the last month, trust me. The other concealer is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous. This is a brilliant concealer for such affordable price, and yet I thought I almost finished it when I started, and I feel like it's the same now. I used it a lot. Every time when I use it, I do a swipe, and then my T-zone and my chin. Like, this is like the YSL stick foundation. I must have like infinitive products in here. If it's not making a difference by the next update, I'm gonna really have a look, maybe open the store or see what's going on, why I never finished this. But keep in mind, this little concealer's got 11 mils in there, so it's not a standard size concealer. Usually you just got 8 mils or so these days, so it's quite generous in size. And some good news with my face powders, I've also got 2. First is the Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder, this original one. And there is an obvious pan being hit. Yes, I was just hit the pan in the last update, and now there's a huge pan. I don't think I'll make a much difference in the next update because I had a look on the side. They all look quite uniform in thickness, particularly around here is quite thick. Here's a little bit too thin, but I usually just put my brush over here because I can't pick up any product around the pan. So we'll see how we go, but I'm really happy that I can see a pan that's getting bigger and bigger every time when I use it. It was so satisfying. The other one is the e.l.f. setting powder. I mainly use it under my eyes, but sometimes I sort of blend it all around my face. I just dip some of the powder out and pop it onto the compact over here, and then bring my brush in and just sort of swirl all around. Mainly around my under eye, but I tend to take it on my T-zones as well. I made a mark over there, and I think now it's sort of below, but it's tricky because I was putting at a certain angle. So I also scaled it this time. We're gonna look at the scale and see how it goes in the next 3 months time. Finger crossed. I'm so scared. What if there's no changes in 3 months? Oh my gosh, that's not gonna happen. And then let's go for face palette, that sort of stuff. I put in this designer brand Shine and Bright Base Face Palette. I do really enjoyed it, although I've noticed a couple of things. First is this blush. I know it's very dirty because I already deep potted. This one smells terrible, so I'm just gonna throw it away after I show you guys this time. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's getting some like particles showing here on the contour as well as the highlighter, which means it can be a little bit too long in my collection to a point that they're almost expired. Although when I apply it onto my face is what I use it today, I think it still blended perfectly and I didn't receive any reaction. So we'll keep on using it, see how I go in the next update, and I don't know if I'll keep using it all the way till the end of the year. I am hoping to do it that way. I don't enjoy the highlighters, like, to be honest. I've got better ones, but I really enjoy this bronzer, and it's not hit pan unfortunately because I think they put quite dense products in there. I noticed a little bit of dent when I'm feeling it with my finger, but that's how I can tell it's making a difference. I don't think it picks up on camera either, so I'm gonna scale it and I'll see if I can pop the photos here. I forgot if I already scaled it or not, but I'll let you guys know because I took out that blush. I might scale it again. Speaking of highlighter, I did also put in this Basic Beauty True Fun Jelly Highlighter. Didn't use it at all. I'm not planning to take it out of the project panning though because I don't really enjoy the designer brand highlighter. I might use this one a little bit more in the next 3 months because this can be used as a highlighter slash blush topper, like 2-in-1 sort of product, and I don't have a blush in my project panning collection. So yeah, I'll start using this. I completely forgot. I was just focusing on using that palette and yet making no differences that you guys can see. Moving on, let's have a look of the brow products. I put it in three brow products actually. First is the Savvy by Designer brand, a brow pen. This one came in broken already, so I can't actually show you, but I've been using it non-stop. This is how much is left. I believe, well, it's definitely a bit longer because I've been using it non-stop. I did scale it this time so we can see the difference in 3 months time. Finger crossed. The other product I put in it was a brow mascara, a gel from Maybelline. It was just completely dried after a couple of uses. So it's coming with a mascara wand. I'm just gonna get rid of it. I'm more than happy to. It's not completely dried, but it does take me so many times to actually brush a bit of color onto my brows, and I can't be bothered, so this is gonna go out of my collection. And the last one is, it's getting a little bit dirty, so just bear with me. This is the Emco Beauty Clear Brow Gel. Now I know why they don't make it a clear packaging, because once you already had your brow on and when you brush it with the brow gel, when you put it back in again, it will make the whole clear brow gel so milky and so dark. So I don't know if you guys can see, it's definitely halfway through or close to halfway through. Because I just dropped the whole box, so it's not gonna stand upright to show you the actual level of the amount. When I put my spoolie back in, we can tell the products pretty much stays around maybe W here. So it was around G, I believe, last time when I started. So there's a bit of progress and I'm quite happy. I don't really think this is something I'll repurchase. I really like the Anastasia one, and from drugstore the Rimmel one's really good. They both like make your brows stay all day, like you put glue on. This is just like okay. I'm so glad I put it in the project pan, because otherwise I wouldn't be thinking of using this on purpose. I did also put in a new brow pencil, not because the other one's almost finished, it's because this one is almost finished anyway. This is the Hourglass, what is called Brow Micro Sculpting Pencil, and I've only got this much left. So I thought I'll use it interchangeably if I'm sick of using Savvy by Designer brands, and I'll just use this and see which one finished first. Because it's such a thin brow, although I only fill up the very end of it, but I have a quite thick hairy brow, I do use a lot of this every time. So yeah, and it's not a big brow pencil, to be honest. It's giving a tiny bit of product here to start with. And then around the eyes we've got mascaras and eyeliners. I'll leave my eyeshadows the last. I did use this L'Oreal Paradise waterproof mascara. I also used it today. I think I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I feel like it's almost finished. I know it's almost finished, but it's still hanging there. It's not working as best as when I first started using it. It's getting to a drier point, but I still really enjoy how it just curls my lashes and make it stay there all day. I tried some of the Essence one recently because I went home and I had a lot of other mascaras there. It's working fine, but it's not as good as this one. This is definitely the best holding the curls mascara. It's not the one giving the most volume, but I don't ask for a lot of volume when I put on mascara. I really want my lashes to go curled and stay up, because I do have like quite floppy lashes to start with. So I think next update, that's when I'll definitely get rid of it. And if I finish this one, I might put in either an Essence one or a BYS mascara. I'll let you guys know in the next update. I almost gonna throw it away, but it's still hanging there. It's doing okay. And what the other one I was mentioning, oh, eyeliner, yes. The eyeliner I put in is the Quick Flick eyeliner, where they having a stamp on one side and a liner on the other side. I can't remember which side that I put it in because they give you a left and right. I do currently having the, which one do I have here? I've got the side left here in my collection, and I have my right sitting in my vanity in the bathroom. So I just use these two interchangeably. So I use the side right to draw my eyeliner, and I found it's not as like rich in terms of its ink as it used to be, so it might be drying out, it might be just almost finished, so I'm quite excited. I'm hoping just to keep on using one in particular and get rid of it, and then I'll start on the other side, but I keep forgetting it because I'm moving houses. I just grab whichever one that I found first in this little box. So yeah, I'll let you guys know in the next update. I'll make sure I have all the scaled pictures over here so we can have a look as a reference in the next update. This is a very boring one because none of them is making huge progress apart from the one I just mentioned earlier. And speaking of no progress, let's go for my eyeshadows. Why on earth would I put 3 eyeshadows here? I was crazy. So the one from Lancome is the one that's got a lot of memories. I only use it probably twice in the last 3 months, so there's definitely gonna be no differences, but I really still enjoy the shades. I know it's looking a little bit cakey in the pan, but it still works perfectly on my eyes. I'm not gonna throw it away. I'm gonna hang on to it until I guess when I have another palette that can replace this one. Because of the story behind it, I'll make sure I leave the link for my intro. That's where I tell this crying story. And then I've got this designer brand mineral eyeshadow quad. I use it a couple times. I mainly actually dip into the stick color, the deep color a little bit more than I thought I would. I was using a different shadow the other day, just trying out some of the shadows in my collection, decide if I want to throw them away, and I found I really wanting to reach this dark black just to emphasize the outer corner, which reminds me that I really need to start using this more often on a daily basis. I'll try to use it as much as I can. Finger crossed, I'm aiming to it. And the other one is the one that I just crashed. This is the Maybelline New York Lemonade Craze. I really enjoy this one. Like, I fell in love with this palette one more time once I start using it. If I'm on a day I'm filming or if I'm going outside, I don't want to go for too like neutral natural look. I want something a little bit colorful. This is the one I've been going for because it's in my project pan. I can go for a bit pink toned eyeshadow, like copper shades, peachy coral, or a bit of yellow shades in here. So actually really loving this, like rediscover this palette, but I'm also not regretting get rid of it by the end of the year because I forgot this for a long time. Plus the fact I just shattered this shadow, it just gives me another reason of get rid of it by the end of this year. I also scale it, so I'll let you know the weight, and finger crossed we'll see a bit of difference next time. And then the last but not least categories are lipsticks. I did put in 3 lipsticks to start with, and there's one from Revlon. This is their Color Burst in the shade 130 Tease. This is one of their shine sort of finish. I almost finished everything, but I tried the other day. It just made my lips super dry. I have to exfoliate it, and I tried it 2 days, different days, not continuously, and they're all making my lips super dry. I just think it's done its job. It's time to let it go. There's no point putting on my lips and causing such a dryness. It's not worth it, and I've already used that much. The other one is the Face Shop Dual Ink Draw Dual Lips in the color, oh, it's a pink color. It's a limited edition that is collaboration with the Trolls. I really enjoy this, but this color is more of a holiday color that I don't use it that often on a daily basis. So I've only used it while I was on holiday when I was recording like my vlogs, and I haven't been reaching to it that often. I try just to use the lip liner side by itself, but I found it pairs better with other sort of colors. Just by itself, it's a little bit too nude for me. I like a little bit more red brick color in it. This is really like a mauvey tone. So the one I've been using the most is the last one that I put in my project pan. It's the NYX Simple Nude Lip Cream. I've used it a lot, and this one sort of, there's further, and this one sort of braked when I receive it as well, so you know it's not in its best condition. This is a color that I can use it on a daily basis when I go to work, or if I'm just running errands without much of makeup. If I just put a tinted sunscreen, this is the one I'll go for. I'll scale it so we can see the difference next time. Since it's already broken, I can't show you the length. The height, actually, that's what you call it. This one, the only problem is it's too creamy. It's almost sinking into my lip lines, and I don't have dramatic lip lines. At least I don't have it now. And I might be a bit drier than I used to be 10 years ago, but I still don't have those very obvious deep lines, and it sort of sinks into it. So I know I really need to prep myself before using this one. So I decided to put in another one that is almost finished and it works a little bit better. It's the one I'm putting on my lips today. This is this little pencil here. This is how much I've left, and that's the shade swatched over here. This is from the BOE Beauty, the Big W one. This is their creamy lip pencil in the shade, my sister put this sticker around here, so I can't tell you guys the shade name, but it's one of this brick color. They don't have many shades, like probably 3 max, so you definitely see the color once you're just looking at that sort of little collection. They have a little container where they put all the products in there. I don't know if they still have this one, but it's $2 and I think absolutely worth the money. I like this sort of color, nude with a bit of brick chocolatey colors in it. It's perfect. I love it, particularly entering into the winter time here in Australia. I just think it's really like something that I really like. Yeah, that is everything for today, and that is my update. Like I said, it's not a successful one and there's a lot of swapping. I'm trying to get more organized so I can know a little bit more on how to record and see the difference of these. Bear with me, and if you're just starting your project pan, feel free to. Next year I might even do a project pan of skincares because I've been reviewing a lot, so I have a lot sitting there waiting for me to finish. But I still really enjoy doing this and I want to keep doing it, even knowing that I might fail for a lot of categories. I want to see how much that I can actually achieve so I can set a better goal next year, so I'm not, you know, overreaching my limits but also not underestimating myself. Yeah, if you liked today's video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribe down below. I hope you had a great day. Let's stay safe and stay positive, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.